a bad decision. And the reason I say that, well, I'll just start like from when they did a fair at my college. So this first school I went to, they did a fair of my college, at my high school, wow. They did a fair at my high school when I was a senior, kind of presenting themselves. And the presenter rolled his eyes at me. He was really condescending. He was just so disgusting to me. He was nice to everyone else, but he was really disgusting to me. And then like he reluctantly gave me the school's information. But I had already Googled the school and I thought it was beautiful just from like the virtual tour. And it was a renowned business school, and I was like, okay, like a business degree is what my dad has, let me check it out. I didn't really know what I was doing, so I went for the business degree at the school. But I should have taken that nasty attitude for applause, because that wound up being my whole experience there. With the faculty and the like professors. I had a professor laugh at me for telling him I wanted to be a lawyer. He told me I couldn't write. I just was torn down, and every morsel of me was just torn down at the school. My final straw was when it's a long story, but I'm actually just gonna tell it. So I was living in a dorm where you had to do extra work to graduate. I'm not gonna slander the school, so this is just the last thing I'm gonna tell you guys. There's a lot more I could say, but these are the things that like determined me transferring. So I went to go, you had to do work to do this dorm. That semester I was extremely sick. I had a doctor's note. I was on bed rest for like a month. And I didn't have to do any work, but I did my assignment. Now, when I did the assignment, I wanted to, for some odd reason, like getting sick, like right before I submitted it, even though I had like finished half of it before, like whatever reason. Okay. Didn't actually need to submit it, but I wound up getting sick, and then I wound up getting sick like right before, so then I had like 2 minutes to submit it. And so when I was trying to load it and submit it, it wouldn't go through. I sent them an email. It was a straightforward system, like I just had to inform them that this happened. And so I went to go do that, and the person who was in charge of that was on vacation. So I wrote up of what happened, my doctor's notes, and just like, I had it just 2 minutes, whatever. So I went to go hand it in. I took a picture of myself handing it in, because it wasn't to the person I was supposed to hand it to, and I'm pre-law, so why wouldn't I take a picture of myself with the timestamp and a date on Snapchat? Yes, I did. Okay, so I took a picture of it, handed it in. Now, of course, it never got to the person it was supposed to get to. And the way this works is if you don't do the work or you fail the course, someone else takes your dorm. They had a dorm closing down that semester, so they needed to put people into my dorm. So what they did, I had a single, they put people in my dorm and kicked me out, even though I had everything that I needed. So I had to go present myself, and they were like, oh, sorry, you didn't hand it in on time. I was like, yes, I did. And they tried to like, I don't care. So then I showed a picture of myself handing it in with the timestamp and the date. And I saw the person who was in charge of that face shock and get scared. At that point, you have no case. You have, but what is he gonna do? He already filled my dorm, bad situation. So this is how they decided to handle that. So a part of the assignment was, so they asked me, according to your coursework, how does this event that you went to relate to your coursework? Whatever, like something like that. So I wrote in my paragraph, according to my coursework, and then I reworded 2 sentences. So I had 2 sentences. One was a direct quote from a book, and the rest was from my coursework. But I quoted from my coursework, and I cited 2 sentences out of this whole assignment. And they decided to say, oh, you plagiarized, so you still fail, so that's it. Cited according to my coursework. I reworded those 2 sentences. You asked me according to my coursework. Yeah. Because it was like an online thing. I didn't think to fight that, even though I probably should have. What I did is I packed up my dorm and I transferred colleges. I realized this environment was not the place for me, because so many things like that kept happening to me. Worse, just horrible, people laughing at me when I say I want to become a lawyer, come on. So I just, I left. A lot of other students stayed, a lot of other students, wasted a lot of money and had experiences like that, and I left, and I had a phenomenal experience at my next college, destroyed my confidence, my like self-worth as a student, if you can imagine. So the next college I went to really built that back up. Like I just felt I really had a different environment at my next college. My next college was John Jay, and I'm saying, which was phenomenal. I have nothing but great things to say about it. I can't even like articulate how different and how blessed I was to go there. But unfortunately, I couldn't do it because the reason I transferred from John Jay, the college of my life, love of my life, was because I had a, I'm gonna turn on the AC. I hope this sounds good with the AC. But I had, with John Jay, so I lived in Long Island. I live in Long Island, and I'm not gonna tell you where. Just kidding. So I had to take the LIRR to get to school. Now, Long Island this winter, we had a lot of snowstorms. People who live in the city know. In New York City, there was like little flurries. There was no snow. So one day, every school on Long Island, everything on Long Island was closed. It was an insane amount of snow. The city obviously did not get not even an inch maybe. I had a midterm at 8 a.m. The professor would fail me if I missed my midterm for snow. Like, you know, and she didn't really understand that I live in a different environment, so the snow is different. And so I had to catch the train at like 6 a.m., which means like, but the trains would delay because of the snow and everything. So by the end of it, I just wound up, okay, so I'm outside the library, gonna go study for the LSAT. But by the end of it, I'm a new driver, as you guys know. So if you don't know, my old videos, like, it was all about me learning to drive. I'm a new driver, and so people were like stuck in the snow like this semester, all these different things, trying to get to work, like people who work in the city. And I'm trying to get to my midterm. I wound up making it barely, and that's with waking up at 4 a.m. I just made it. I was stressed, you know, like that's not how you want to enter a midterm exam. It was a rough day. And then another day that semester, they canceled school at 2:30 p.m. I pay $410 a month, not counting gas or anything, just for my train ticket, not counting MTA tickets as well, just to get to school. And they canceled school halfway through the day. So you can imagine, it just was becoming like a lot. And I was like, I realized like if there's a climate difference between where you live and where you attend school, it's an issue. Like, I love John Jay. I love my professors. One of the professors, I didn't take a class with her, but she's Malcolm X's niece. Like, all the professors there worked hard in their field, and they had a passion of what they brought. Not every single one, but the vast majority, and everyone that I took. And if you did your research, everyone you can take. So I had a professor who, she was a forensic psychologist, so that was my major, and she worked with a client, and she got him exonerated after he was wrongfully convicted for about maybe 25 years. Like, every professor was very passionate, and you don't get that a lot. So I was very fortunate, and for that price, it was insane. But I got a great education. I walk out of that school so equipped, and they offer me to come, like, they are open to me coming back. They still send me their resources when it comes to becoming a lawyer. Like, I have so much love for that school, but I do have to leave because it's impractical, and in the New York City to get a dorm is, or even rent an apartment, is insane. And I have a home in Long Island, and Stony Brook is a great school. So I will be attending Stony Brook to finish out college, just get my degree, and I'll let you know how much I love it. My dad went here, my stepmom went here, my whole family went here, which is kind of why I was avoiding it, because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like a repeat. But I wound up here. Super excited, and I know like the professors here, from what my dad said, are pretty much similar. Like, they're all very passionate, experienced, and they push you really hard to get like the best education experience possible. So I'm very excited. I really like learning, if you can't tell. But anyway, I am going to go study for the LSAT and call it a day. I'm so sorry about the sun. Thank you so much for watching. Those are my experiences on how to transfer, why I decided to transfer. Just kidding. I was about to end this video, but I have to tell you like a helpful advice on transferring. So from this, I can tell you that So the first school, it wasn't a good fit, and a lot of people stayed there even though they had very similar experiences to me. So don't wait 3 semesters to realize this isn't a good fit. Sometimes the school is just not the environment for you to thrive in. You may need a more, I learned from my experience that I'm a follower, essentially. Not really a follower, but the environment I'm in affects how I perform in anything. So if I'm in an environment where people are more so partying and like C's get degrees kind of mentality, I'm not going to put in my best foot forward. I've learned that about myself. So John Jay, my second school, was a very different kind of environment. It's very headstrong and focused, and I needed that to be the best performer I can be, and I was fortunate enough to go on Dean's List. So you learn, like, when you realize something is off, really just be honest with yourself. You know, you may love your friends like I did, you may love different things, but you may need to say, okay, as much as I enjoy myself, what do I want out of life? Am I going to get that here? And you need to be able to say goodbye. Another thing, if people aren't treating you right, you're paying a lot, your family's paying a lot of money. You really need to look at a school like an investment. You're putting in money. Would you buy a pair of Jordans if everyone reviews that it's a crappy pair of Jordans? These Jordans are not going to make you jump like Michael Jordan. Just kidding, I don't know. But like, would you buy that, like, for sneakerheads? I'm not one, but I just throw an example. Would you buy that if, I'm looking at a basketball court, let me explain. So would you buy that if you knew all of that? No. Same thing with school. Like, it may be fun, it may look cute, but it's not getting where you need to go, so don't make a bad investment. And it's okay to transfer. That's another thing. Like, credits and all that, if your grades are good, if you're, like, credits will work out. Like, your first couple years are gen eds anyway, so it's okay to transfer. Just look into things, take your time, don't jump. Look at reviews. They have reviews for a reason. And just take your time.
Socially, I know people are nervous socially. You'll find your niche anywhere you go. Like, they're colleges, they have a lot of people. You will find the social environment anywhere you go.
Like, I've made, like, friends who I want to invite to my wedding, who I want to go on vacation with. Like, I've made deep friendships at John Jay. Transfer, I was in a freshman there. I didn't find that orientation bond or anything like that, but I found deep friendships. So things are going to happen. You're going to make friends anywhere you go. So don't worry about the social life. Keep in contact with the people you love at your first school, but don't worry, move forward and get where you need to go. And the people that love you will understand that completely, and they will not hold that against you. I was fortunate enough, everyone in my sorority, they never, like, they respected that I needed to go, and they were very supportive and sent their love, like, and that's something you need. But just take your time with the credits, debate them, you can argue them, you can write emails, you can fight them. Work out. If you finish college a year later just because, you know, there's really an issue with the credit transferring, it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. You could take summer classes. Like, there's different ways to get around that. It's really just about your performance, your peace of mind, and your investment. It's your money. So that's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye. Love you. That's a weird, I know.